Well, partner, we got another podcast, got another episode going on, and got some great people to talk about some of the things that are going on in our county. You always talk about that partnership. So today we're going to talk about wellness, keeping our officers in that shape and keeping them ready for our community to do their jobs. Got some special guests here. I'm looking forward to it, brother.
I am too. And, our wellness program is not new to the department. We've had aspects of it since I've been here in 20 years. But
Right.
It's really become a integral part of our department and what we offer our employees. So wellness, today we're going to talk about the health benefits of wellness and the healthy part of it.
So this is not like going to the gym and me just hanging out and lifting weights and things.
Right,
So
and
it got a little more to it.
wearing your yoga pants in public and stuff like that.
All right.
But our wellness program is really big. I mean, it's spiritual, it's financial,
Yes.
it's a lot of different aspects to it. And today we're fortunate to have Cody Johnson, a master officer with the department for the last 9 years. And she is our wellness coordinator, and I will allow her to go first, and then she will pass to Mr. Drew Stewart, who is a strength and conditioning coach from HCA Sports, local here to the Richmond area, who works directly with public safety in Chesterfield. So let's roll with you, Cody.
All right. Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you for being here.
Yeah. And again, been here for about 9 years, and I grew up in Chesterfield, local, so I didn't really want to leave. I really enjoy it here. So I went to Longwood University and studied criminal justice there. Kind of seems like the norm that everyone kind of falls into. But along with that, I also studied health, and it's kind of became an integral part in my lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had some health issues within my family. My dad had heart issues, and so knowing I wanted to come into the police academy, I figured, well, how am I going to do that? Physically prepare. And the topic of health interested me, so I took some courses with that, along with nutrition and just learning how to battle. I might unfortunately have things within my family, but how to control what I can't control.
Right.
So
So
controlling controllable.
You can also give this to some of the people that are around you and keeping us healthy as law enforcement. So
Right.
where did you start out at in the police department? After going through the academy, were you a patrol officer first?
I was on patrol. I worked North Midnights for about 6 years, 7 years.
And how did it come about you getting into the wellness program?
So the position opened up as a brand new wellness coordinator position for the department, just a part of that push of, helping everyone out. How can we better ourselves while we're also helping the community?
Okay.
So didn't really know what to expect from it. It was kind of a, hey, we're going to do this, and you kind of make it your own. So I put in for that position, and now I'm here.
Okay.
And so I've really just been rolling with it, meeting a lot of different people, and really learning a lot as well. So I'm trying to spread that throughout the department as well.
And keeping us healthy. We'll get to the readiness program after that, because
Sure.
I do want to hear about that. But our next guest is going to talk about his. And how long have you been working with us?
2.5 years.
Okay. And your history.
Yeah, so my name is Drew Stewart. I'm the lead strength conditioning coach here for Chesterfield County Public Safety. I'm contracted in through HCA, Virginia Sports Medicine. I've worked there for about 3.5 years, and then we've worked here with the Chesterfield County Public Safety for 2.5. A little bit about my background. I got my degree at Liberty University in exercise science.
All right, all right.
So I got a taste for what tactical strength conditioning looks like there at college. Got a chance to work with our ROTC Ranger Challenge team, and just a kind of a specialized group that were training for Rangers, and began to get involved with that, shadow and learn and intern there over a course of really 4 years, and get to see what tactical strength conditioning was all about. Got to do some research there and really just fell in love with it. And then once I graduated from Liberty, another internship I had done was in the private sector, working with high school, college, and some semi-professional athletes. And so I got into the sports world and started doing strength conditioning there with our high schoolers and college kids. And then once I moved from that facility to HCA Virginia Sports Medicine, we worked with same population, high schoolers, college, some professional athletes, which was a lot of fun. And then we started getting in contact with the tactical side. And so over the past 2.5 years, we've been here with Chesterfield County doing strength conditioning, and Mike does athletic training. And so it's just been a blast and an honor to work with this population.
So walk us through, if I want to come and register to look at some of the things I can improve my strength or improve my diet, what would your program look like from the start?
Yeah, absolutely. So we offer a lot of different things through our program. So one thing that we do in-house is we offer group training. So you could come in and you could be a part of a group. We have a tier system program that's up on our board that you can come in and you can hop in at any time. You can be a part of the group that comes in at 7 a.m. and you could be part of one of about 20, and we have a lot of fun there. And so it's a group style strength conditioning. Everybody's working off of the same program, and obviously everybody has injuries, so we're gonna modify and change things as needed. And then we also have individualized training as well. So if you come in and you're looking for something that might be a little bit more advanced or maybe a little less advanced, or more than likely you're working around an injury, so we're going to change that program specifically to help you address those needs. So we kind of offer a bunch of different things. And then as far as if you're coming in to see us specifically for an injury, we do have a lot of different modalities in-house as far as cupping and Graston technique and stem and different things like that to help the recovery process.
Okay. Wow.
Now, Cody, all of this is free of charge.
It is.
So this is a really good employee benefit.
Oh, sure. People pay a lot of money out of pocket for this stuff, and we're fortunate to have the department that cares about us, and so it is provided for us in-house. I mean, you can't really beat just walking down the hall talking to the professionals about how can I improve myself in whatever area, or I've got this muscle that's bothering me, or whatever it may be. They're the go-to guys for it.
Wow.
What's some of the positive you've seen, Cody, from the time you started 2 years ago to now? So with that said, I do want to acknowledge that you have really crafted the program. It's nice to go into a new position,
Right.
but it's been a lot of work. I'm sure behind the scenes there's a lot of groundwork that goes along with that.
Sure, yeah. It has. Obviously, working with these guys has been a huge deal. And also changing our PT test. That is a brand new thing that we've done over the past 2 years. That was one of the first things I kind of wanted to tackle.
The applicant testing. The
So-
police officer applicant testing.
So it is our in-house physical testing. Our applicant testing is LawFit, which is a standardized test that many places use, kind of
Right.
condensed, minute and a half test.
Okay.
But our in-house testing for officers, either for career development or if they just want to, get a group together, see who, can do better at one thing and kind of, hang out and group bonding, basically, right? But also the aspect of, hey, I tested in this certain area and I would like to improve on that, so that plug these guys in, and then, hey, come back however many months later and see how you can improve on your test. So the new test for that has been really, it's been just really gratifying, I guess, to see people come in where people necessarily maybe didn't seek it out before. Now they're just coming for fun. And
Okay.
I've had people come and get close to a real perfect score, technically. And they will contact me a week later, hey, I really want to do better on that, and schedule me one on the book for a couple months out, and then they surpass that score.
Wow.
That's good.
And
Wow.
so that's been really neat to see.
So you are getting a lot of the participants from different areas of the police department, or if you were to put it in a percentage of people that are coming, are we at least doing 20% of our department utilizing this free tool for them to get better physically?
As far as testing, yes. I
good.
test people, I do at least a testing about once a week. I'll kind of condense it if we can. But it's been really neat for groups to come in, because we'll have maybe a couple CIDs come in, and they can kind of hang out and bring it back to the office and say, hey, next time y'all should come. We had a lot of fun.
Right.
Or, our PERT emergency response team, we do this test twice a year. I think our SRU team is starting to do that. So it's really become a cool...
Personnel, baby. Personnel.
Hey.
Come on, Elliott. We can do
Hey.
it.
Hey, she's already made some recommendations for Elliott, because Elliott is not flexible at all.
I'm available. I'll see y'all next week.
Not flexible. Well, Drew, it sounds like your previous history before the police department and working in sports and working with the military, you worked in groups that had a team concept, not individualized. What's been the most shocking or biggest learning curve when working with public safety? Is it
Yeah, I think the main thing is that everyone has an injury. Everybody that comes through the door is going to be dealing with something.
Right.
Yes.
And so on one side, that keeps us on our toes. It keeps
Right.
us sharp. It keeps us creative, and we have to work around multiple different injuries. It's usually not just one thing. It's usually a host of different things. But it's a challenge, but it also is eye-opening to see that these people that are serving our community are constantly in pain, and they are constantly working around different things. And so our job is to help provide an atmosphere to help them reach their goals, but also to get them out of pain.
Right.
To help train well-rounded, but also train in a way that gets them out of pain so that they're waking up the next day feeling good and not feeling more beat up. So
Exactly.
one of the biggest things is, they really don't need more and more and more. A lot of times we need less.
Right.
And it just needs to be more quality than it does need to be quantity.
Okay.
So understanding, a lot of the mindset of public safety in this arena is very much the gas pedal all the way to the floor, and we're going to do as much as we possibly can for as long as we possibly can.
Good, good.
But the reality to that is that the body's going to break down.
Right.
And a lot of times we don't need 2-hour workouts at 99% effort. we might need 45-minute workouts hitting all areas
Right.
and good quality stuff. But we need to get in and get out quickly because everyone's schedule is challenging as well. So that's been mainly the biggest eye opener, is just constantly working around different injuries.
Oh, yeah. And I like that because, again, there's several times you can be in that vehicle all day long and your back be hurting or your legs get cramped up. I mean, what do? You just go to your doctor. So now we can come over there and get some advice on what we can do for those type of injuries as well, which is good. But I want to get into the readiness program.
Yes.
I want to talk about that, Courtney, if you don't mind. Walk us through an applicant going through that program, if you don't mind.
Yeah, so I'm in a pretty unique position where I could potentially be a part of someone's career here from pre-day one.
Right.
So it's pretty neat. So I'll run the applicant testing. So I do the law fit testing. And I see these people, I meet them, and they go through our background after that. And so I get to meet them, kind of get to know them a little bit then. And then once they go through background, I then get their information once they're still in the process. And then I give them a call. I talked to a few people this morning, actually, checked in on them. Hey, here you're still in the process. That's awesome. Do you have any questions for me as far as academy life, academy prep? What can you be doing now, even though it's a couple months out? A lot of us in their position weren't afforded that opportunity at all.
Exactly.
You just walk in and you're like, I don't know this person next to me, and I'm supposed to trust them, and maybe I've never done a push-up before. So I speak with them about any questions they may have in that aspect. And then moving forward, about 2 or so months out from their prospective academy start date, I hold voluntary workouts at the academy. So I hold them about twice a week for those 2 months. We can fit in a ton of workouts in that time. And again, it's completely voluntary. So these guys, if they're able and willing to come in, which everyone has been, and they get to get a ton of benefits from it because, one, they're meeting their classmates. They're forming that team bond already, getting to know them, being a little bit more comfortable. And then they're also gaining that insight of types of workouts that we might be doing in the academy. So they'll progressively get a little bit more difficult throughout time and learning about their limitations and things like that. And also with the workouts, I try and put in little lessons to get their mind thinking in the police world because it is so unique if you've never been through anything like it before. So, we'll have many discussions at the end about what they might be nervous about or what to expect. And I tell them that my goal for them in my position is, at least for their current moment in the academy, is I want to help them and I can guide them. Here's the color, but maybe not the shade of the color. So I can't
Right.
give them all the answers,
Right,
right?
right.
Because there's so much benefit from learning on your own as well.
Right.
So, so I think it has been tremendous for people to get what we can provide out of it. And with all of that, if they're not able to come, I still send them what we're doing for the workouts.
Right,
I still send them the lessons and topics we went over so they can still benefit from afar if they're just not able to come that day.
And I know from a recruiting aspect, last fall, sometime summer to fall, one of the universities that we recruit at wanted something on physical fitness from the department. I believe you filmed a workout session for John Jay
Yes,
College in
yes.
New York City. We've talked with Edinburgh University because some of their professors felt like we have some strong academic candidates, but physical fitness was not one of the things. So we sent them a list of things. Hey, this is what they could be
Exactly. Yeah.
working on, because it's not only them. Well, I can say, Cody, based on what you just said, we've come a long way with our physical fitness. I know when I came, and probably the same for Daryl, the only thing I knew about physical fitness coming here was that we were going to run to Chester.
Yes. Yes.
That was the only thing. They
It's a
just
long
said,
run.
they just they said,
Oh, yeah.
at the end of the academy, you better be able to run at 7 miles, 3.5 miles down and
And
3.5 miles back.
Yep.
Right.
If you can't run that 7 miles,
You
you're going to
will
have
not
a
be
problem.
graduating.
You will not
Exactly.
be. You will
Yep.
not be putting that uniform on.
Yep.
So,
Well, and the line of thinking has changed so much because while that is great and a lot of people can do that, we think more of functional fitness.
Right.
Exactly.
And also past that, being healthy. Because, we got to do the job, but we got to feel good at night and then enjoy the family time.
Exactly. Mhm.
Because that's what
Exactly.
it's all about.
Yep.
So,
now, Drew, in your position, do you track the successes? How do you measure
Oh,
success
good question.
Yeah,
for
absolutely.
what you're doing?
Yeah, so one of the things that we do kind of on a micro level as far as tracking progress, those that are on individualized programs, they're tracking weights and percentages and things like that. So we're able to track progress a little bit there as well. As far as from a global perspective, like a program perspective, we do track those that are coming in our door, those that are seeing us on a program perspective, and those that are coming into the door for injury evals and different treatments and things like that. So we have been tracking our numbers, which have been just a good thing to see. As far as when we started 2.5 years ago,
Right.
we might see 20 people in the week.
Right.
And now, we've gotten to a point where we just ran our numbers, and for the month of December, which is a crazy month, but we had 900 interactions in the month of December.
Wow, that's great.
With individuals?
That's touch points with people. So as far
Wow.
as, that might be one person came in 10
Sure.
times during
Right.
the month, but
Right.
that's 900, little over 900 interactions. So we've seen huge success in the program, just as far as more and more people have bought in and started to spread the word to
Right,
others that,
right.
hey, they don't just do workouts, they don't just do programs, they do all kinds of different things. And the idea is that we're trying to provide almost like the college athletics program is what we're trying to provide. We're trying to give you guys the opportunity to have a strength coach there, to have an athletic trainer there,
Wow.
and provide you guys a service from top all the way down.
I'm back in it, Elliott. I'm 58 now. I'm 59 now, so I can get back into that football shape.
That's right.
Right. You can start running those high fours in that 40-yard dash.
No, let's go to the 5s and 6s
5,
now.
6 now, right. Now, this program is pretty, other departments have wellness programs, but I don't think there are others in our Richmond metro area that are as unique and defined programs such as this. I know there are departments who allow some officers to work out on duty, or they may use people from the training academy, but not a dedicated department member, and not a outside HCA, which is our local Johnson Wellness hospital system, a Chippenham Hospital,
Yes, sir.
that has put this much effort into employee wellness. Is that right?
oh, yeah, I would 100% agree with that. I think it's great that departments are starting to head this way, but I definitely think we are very unique in what we've got going on here.
Now, in addition to what you all do currently, do we have anyone else, like a nutritionist or, I don't know, a physical fitness sports psychologist, or
Right. So
what else do we have that goes along with this?
Sure. So to touch on the psychologist part real quick, not necessarily sports, but we do have a county psychologist.
Right.
So touching all of the things where my position kind of hits on, it really sums down to mind, body, heart. So all of these things where we need to focus on. So yes, we have partnered with the county psychologist, so that is provided. But also with the nutritionist, we've also kind of linked up with a local nutritionist where, Drew and I, we can give advice from what we know and knowledge and everything. But sure, if someone wants more expertise or a plan or things like that, that's where we would suggest Bethany with Happy Body Wellness. And she's actually come to the department twice now, and she hosted a lunch where she provided lunch, did a really quick, 45-minute presentation of little tidbits of information to pass along. And then if someone wanted to work with her further, she accepts our county insurance. So that's, a good majority of people use that. And she obviously accepts other insurances.
Right.
But where that covers up to 6 visits, consultations per year. And it's really cool to work with her because she kind of understands the law enforcement lifestyle as best as she can, just at the hours, the stress. She knows that we kind of want that pizza and beer, but that's fine. She's cool with that, but moderation, right?
Right.
So
Right.
she's not going to tell you only have salads,
Right.
So, good things like that to where you feel a little bit more comfortable with
Right.
her.
Right.
And she's knowledgeable about just the long shifts and how we can get by where you're on patrol on night shift and nothing's open. So how do I go about that?
Wow.
So she's
That's-
been really good for that.
That's good. That's good. Let's talk about a little bit about how do your family take these positions that you have, unique from doing it with the police department and of course yours. How do your family feel about what you're doing in law enforcement or in public safety now? Very supportive, I take
Oh,
it?
yeah. Yeah, my mom, the closest family member to me, I mean, she's proud and,
Okay,
happy
okay.
that I'm here and happy that I'm happy. So she's very thankful.
Okay. And of course, and you're unique because you have a husband that is law enforcement.
Yes,
So
yes.
he's accepting what you're doing as well.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I forgot about him for a second. Because he does work here, so it's kind of like we're. But
Because I'm quite sure he's going to listen to this one.
yeah, but no, we do have that uniqueness that actually quite a few good people in the department have, where we understand the job and understand the stressors. But with that, we also have to be knowledgeable of it can't be always work
Right.
at home
Good for
too.
you. Good for you.
So we're constantly working on that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But yeah,
Awesome.
he's obviously very supportive as well.
Where would you all like to see the program go from here? What would you like to see added? Shoot your shot. The colonel's gonna listen to this, so
Dear Chief,
Do you want to see in-house yoga classes? Would you like to see a membership with a gym where people can go swim? We don't have access to a pool here in the county, or what would you like to see to expand your program?
yes.
I mean, we have
Okay.
we have some phenomenal equipment, I think, and I'm not a sports guy clearly, but we have some really nice equipment over there, I think. But what else could we do to take this to another level? We always want to do better. What else could we do?
I like that.
I think more of the same. So we've expanded, we've used our footprint better in the gym with our functional equipment.
Yes.
So, with that, maybe another location, but we're moving towards that with our new
Precinct.
stations. Yeah.
The station.
So I know we're getting there. So the things that I think we're wanting, I think we're taking those steps, as well as, being able to work out on duty. And I think that provides towards that step as well, having those precinct locations. So I think we're getting there. And especially when you look back to where we were a couple years ago, I mean, we've made so many
Oh, yeah.
improvements
Oh,
since
yeah.
then. So as things take time, and we are taking big steps already.
Drew?
Yeah, I have a lot of ideas. I'm a big dreamer, so I have a lot of ideas. As far as facility goes, I'd love to see it continue to grow and expand. And like Cody said, a lot of the same. We've grown a lot over the past 2.5 years as far as just equipment and footprint and using the space really, really well and being able to have turf area and more functional equipment, and being able to train you guys like your job demands, and not training you like bodybuilders, not training you guys like powerlifters, but
Right.
training you guys like tactical athletes that
Right.
you are. And so just continuing to do that, continuing to grow and expand. We would love from a sports medicine side just to continue to bring more equipment in as far as more
Right.
technology maybe. I would love to see us use some different technology that the sports world is using, and even looking and seeing how our military is using different equipment as far as force plates and different testing and things like that. So that would be hopefully in the future, and as far as maybe even adding physical therapy to the team as well would be awesome in-house, just to have physical therapy there. So hopefully we'll see where
Well,
we go and
it
see what
It
happens.
looks like it's growing, actually. What about personnel? Would you like to add more bodies to help? I mean,
Yeah,
see the two of you.
Absolutely, yeah. So as you know, as we were just talking about the numbers,
Right.
You know, we saw over 900 in December. So being able to add more staff would be incredible.
Right,
You know, because
right.
at points, you know, we worked with the fire recruits a lot too, and so
Mm-hmm.
when we've got large groups of 30 plus, and then we've also got members
From the sheriff department as
from
well.
sheriffs
correct?
that are in there, and,
Yeah.
and fire that are in there, and police that are in there, and
Oh, yeah.
you know, there could be a time where we have 20 people and they're all working out. You know, some are working out on the group program, while some are working out on individualized programs, and some are doing post rehab, and then we've got recruits in there running recruit programs. So it can get kind of crazy. So
Wow.
the goal would be to hopefully continue to expand staff and add other coaches.
Good.
And this is
good.
also inclusive of our police service aide
It
positions,
is.
Yes.
which are civilian positions for people 18 and above. Cody, you have anything else you'd like to add? I have one more question for you.
Go for it.
How do you deal with stress outside of work?
Wow, good question.
Well, I think you're going to know one of the answers to work out.
Yeah.
So that, I think that plays a big part of it. Just that time to de-stress physically, and then kind of get the mind away as well. But trying to focus more on the home life as
Right,
well.
right.
You know,
Yeah,
I've been
balance.
very career driven, and while it has gotten me to, you know, I feel good about what I've done. You know, I want to make sure I'm taking care of myself too, because it's funny. I found myself in this position, and I'm helping others.
But
and,
not asking yourself.
Right. I'm like, I need to remember about myself
Got to
too.
have that self-care is
So-
important.
Right. So, and I think everyone needs to be reminded of that. And it kind of gets hard. It kind of gets
It
lost
does, it does.
sometimes.
I don't have no problem with that, though.
I love self-care.
I love some dairy.
Drew, how about you?
Yeah, big one would be working out as well. that's a huge part of what we do. We love to work out. That's a huge stress reliever for me in my life. But the other one would be just getting out, and I love to hike. My wife and I do a lot of hiking. So I love to hike. That's a huge stress reliever for me, to just be out in nature and enjoy the mountains and do some stuff out there. So that's really the best place for me to clear my mind.
Wow.
Good.
Man, excellent. I was going to ask Drew about his family, how they feel about you working with a bunch of, you know, public safety officers and fire department and sheriff, but I guess they accept that and really appreciate it, what you're doing for
do.
us.
Yeah, it's really near and dear to my heart too, because my older brother was a police officer for a time, and my younger brother was a firefighter for a time.
Oh,
So
wow.
public safety is in our family.
It's always that middle cow who goes astray.
That's right. So yeah, they're very, very supportive,
Awesome.
and it's been neat to just give back to those that are doing the same thing that my family has done.
Awesome.
We
Awesome.
appreciate your time today.
Yes.
Cody, we appreciate
Thank
your time
you, guys.
today.
That
Absolutely.
excellent program.
Excellent. It's a
We've
great
been waiting on
benefit.
this partnership with you all, so that's good.
Right.
Partner?
Well, there's another one in the books or on the radio or wherever you get your podcast at. We also want to take time to acknowledge
Always.
Chris Rizzuti and Lena Chiduli for doing all the setup, production work, engineering,
They make us look
splicing.
good, actually.
They do. They
They
do
really
a wonderful job. We'd just like to take this opportunity to remind people that we are accepting applications for our basic police recruit, out-of-state lateral, in-state lateral, as well as police service aides. You can go to joinccpd.org. That's
My man.
joinccpd.org to apply for those positions. Reach out to us if you have any questions, concerns, and we will get them answered for you.
Awesome. Awesome, partner. Great job. Great job.
Have a great day.
Oh, yeah.